Overall, performance Chargers rushing offense. Chargers rushing offense in Week 5 produced 27 carries for 155 yards, averaging 5.7 yards per carry with no rushing touchdowns. This output exceeded the Commanders' season average rushing yards allowed per game, 117 yards through 5 games, ranking 17th in the NFL. The Chargers achieved a positive expected points added per rush of plus 0.18, indicating efficient plays that contributed to scoring opportunities despite the loss. The success rate was 44.4%, meaning nearly half of the rushes resulted in positive EPA, keeping the offense on schedule. Rushing yards over expected was plus 10 overall, plus 0.4 per attempt, suggesting the unit outperformed expectations based on blocker and defender positions. Key players: Justin Byrd led with 3 attempts for 61 yards, 20.3 YPC, including explosive runs of 43 yards inside and 18 yards outside. His rush yards over expected per attempt was plus 17.7 inside, with 100% success rate, adding plus 3.9 rush expected points added. Hampton, team-high 12 attempts for 44 yards, 3.7 yards per carry, split evenly inside, 17 yards, and outside, 27 yards. Negative rush yards over expected, -8 inside, -15.3 outside, indicates underperformance relative to expectations. Vidal, 4 attempts for 18 yards, 4.5 per carry, with positive RYOE, plus 7 inside, plus 4 outside, and mixed success, 50%. Haskins, 5 attempts for 13 yards, 2.6 per carry, all negative RYOE and 0% success rate. Quarterbacks contributed 4 attempts for 72 yards, 18 per carry, highlighting mobility as a key factor. Inside versus outside runs. Inside tackles, 44.4% of carries, 12 attempts for 73 yards, 6.1 per carry. High efficiency with plus 35 RYOE total, driven by Herbert's explosive runs. Success rate varied, e.g., 100% for Herbert, 33.3% for Hampton. Stacked box rate was low, 16.7% for Hampton, aiding gains. Outside tackles, 51.9%. 14 attempts for 83 yards, 5.9 per carry. Less efficient with minus 15 RYOE total, but included speed elements, e.g., 15-plus miles per hour runs by Herbert and Vidal. Outside, runs faced lighter boxes, 66.7% light box rate overall, contributing to the team's 4 runs of 10-plus yards. The balanced split, in percent 44.4%, out percent 51.9%, exploited Commanders' defense, which allowed 5.7 yards per play, above their season average of approximately 4.0 yards per play allowed. Advanced metrics: yards before, after contact, 2.46 YBCO per at, pre-contact, and 3.31 YACO per at, post-contact, showing effective blocking and tackle breaking, e.g., Hampton's 27 YACO inside. Box conditions: 66.7% light boxes, 6 or fewer defenders, facilitated gains. Only 14.8% stacked, 8-plus defenders. Reducing stuffs, 14.8% stuff rate. Efficiency: rushing efficiency, distance traveled versus net yards, not directly provided, but positive RYOE and EPA suggest downhill running. Comparison to Commanders' defense. The Commanders entered Week 5 allowing 117 rushing yards per game, mid-tier rank 17th, and 4.0 YPP. The Chargers' 155 yards and 5.7 YPC marked a strong outing. outperforming these averages by 32% in yards and 43% in YPC. Commanders' run stuff rate season to date, reached 20%, was higher than the 14.8% achieved against Chargers, indicating LA's line created opportunities. However, 0 rushing touchdowns and 3 team turnovers limited scoring impact against a defense allowing 1.0 rushing touchdown per game. This performance highlights Chargers' ground game as a bright spot in the loss, potentially exploiting Commanders' vulnerabilities in edge containment. Chargers' passing offense overview. Chargers' passing offense struggled in Week 5. Herbert completed 22 of 29, 75.9%, plus 4.2% CPOE. The offense averaged 5.7 and had a low deep attempt percentage, 6.9%. The team faced pressure on 34.3% of dropbacks, 12 quarterback pressures, 4 sacks, 13.2%, with a blitz rate of 34.3%. This contributed to a negative EPA per dropback, negative 0.21, and overall passing EPA per play, negative 0.37, reflecting poor efficiency. Average time to throw was 2.68 seconds, and play action was used on 22.9% of dropbacks. Average target separation was 3.3 yards, suggesting tight coverage by the Commanders' secondary. Key receivers' performance. Receivers had mixed results, with heavy reliance on short passes and checkdowns to running backs. Keenan, 9 targets, 37.5% share, 5 receptions, 58 yards, 11.6 YPC, 55.6% catch rate, minus 12.6% completion results over expected, plus 0.4 reception EPA, 33 yards after catch, plus 8 yards after catch over expected, 7.2 air yards per target, 3.6 average separation, 11.1% deep targets, 11.1% tight window. Struggled with contested catches but generated solid YAC. McConkey, 7 targets, 23.3%, 5 receptions, 39 yards, 1 touchdown, 7.8 YPC, 71.4% catch rate, plus 7.2% CROE, plus 2.4 RECEPA, 7 YAC, minus 2 YACOE, 8.1 air yards per target, 2.3 average separation, 14.3% deep targets, 14.3% tight window. Efficient and scored the lone touchdown, outperforming expected catch rate. Quentin, 4 targets, 12.9%, 4 receptions, 40 yards, 0 touchdown, 10.0 YPC, 100% catch rate, plus 28.0% CROE, minus 1.9 RECEPA, 18 YAC, minus 4 YACOE, 6.1 air yards per target, 2.2 average separation, 0% deep targets. Perfect catch rate, but negative EPA, indicating low impact gains. Tyler Conklin, 3 targets, 37.5%, 2 receptions, 30 yards, 0 touchdown, 15.0 YPC, 66.7% catch rate, minus 10.9% CROE, minus 5.1 RECEPA, 20 YAC plus 1 YACOE, 3.8 air yards per target, 3.9 average separation. Modest production with negative efficiency. Hampton, 6 targets, 31.6%, 6 receptions, 26 yards, 0 touchdown, 4.3 YPC, 100% catch rate, plus 17.2% CROE, minus 0.8 RECEPA, 43 YAC plus 14 at YACOE, minus 2.8 air yards per target, 4.1 average separation. Heavy checkdown usage, excelling in YAC but shallow targets limited impact. Matchup analysis versus Commanders' defense. The Commanders' defense effectively neutralized the Chargers' passing attack by generating consistent pressure, 4 sacks, 2.25 average time to pressure, and limiting downfield opportunities, forcing Herbert into quick, short throws, low, deep percent, negative air yards on some RB targets. Tight coverage on receivers, low average separation for Allen, McConkey, Johnston, pushed the offense to RBs, who accounted for 9 targets and high YAC but minimal yards, 55 total. The defense's blitzing and pressure disrupted the line, contributing to the interception and low-scoring output, 10 points. Overall, the Commanders showcased strong pass defense, holding the Chargers to inefficient production despite high completion rates. Overall performance. Over 55 defensive plays, they surrendered 389 total yards, 7.1 yards per play, including 226 passing yards and 163 rushing yards. The expected points added per play, EPA/play, allowed was plus 0.20, indicating the Commanders' offense gained value on average per snap. This placed the Chargers among the poorer overall defensive performances league-wide that week, as seen in shotgun formations where their EPA/play rose to plus 0.37. Second worst in the provided rankings. Touchdowns allowed totaled 3, 1 passing, 2 rushing, with the Commanders maintaining a balanced attack, 49.1% pass, 50.9% run. Pass defense. The Chargers struggled against the Commanders' passing game, allowing 226 yards on 27 attempts, 8.4 yards per pass, and an EPA per pass of plus 0.43. The Commanders' quarterback had an average time to throw, TTT, of 2.92 seconds, with the Chargers generating 11 pressures, QBP, 34.4% rate, and 1 sack, 3.1% rate. Average time to pressure, TTP, was 2.43 seconds, with a get-off of 1.00 second. They blitzed on 31.3% of dropbacks, but allowed 114 yards after catch, YAC, 20 above expected YACOE, suggesting issues in tackling and coverage post-completion. Average target separation, AVG-SEP, was 3.4 yards, contributing to 1 passing touchdown. League-wide in Week 5, this EPA pass ranked the Chargers 4th worst in the provided list plus 0.43, behind teams like the Seahawks plus 0.66. Run defense. The Chargers performed better against the run, holding the Commanders to 163 yards on 28 carries, 5.8 yards per rush, and an EPA rush of negative 0.03, meaning they slightly limited expected value on run plays. However, they allowed 6 runs of 10-plus yards and had a stuff rate of 21.4%. Runs with no gain or loss. The Commanders gained plus 32 rushing yards over expected, RYOE, plus 1.18 per attempt, with 1.76 yards before contact per carry, YBC Hybrid, and 4.06 after YAC/ATT, highlighting gaps in initial penetration and tackling. Runs were mostly outside, 64.3%, versus inside, 35.7%, facing light boxes, 32.1% of carries, and stacked boxes, 32.1%. League-wide, the Chargers' negative 0.03 EPA per rush ranked 7th in the provided worst-to-better list, better than the Commanders' own run defense plus 0.18 EPA/rush allowed in their game, 4th worst. Key individual contributors. Coverage, nearest defender. Dante Jackson, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 78 yards allowed, 118.8 passer rating against. Average September 6.5 yards, 50% tight window, TW%. Dion Henley, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 43 yards, 102.5 rating, average September 4.4 yards. Caleb Murphy, 1 target, 1 reception, 9 yards, 104.2 rating, average September 4.1 yards. Clelin Ferrell, 1 target, 1 reception, 9 yards, 104.2 rating, average September 4.1 yards. Elijah Molden, 2 targets, 0 receptions, 39.6 rating, average 3.6 yards. Alohi Gilman, 2 targets, 1 reception, 9 yards, 62.5 rating, average September 3.2 yards. Tarheeb Still, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 19 yards, 51.3 rating, average September 2.6 yards, 60% TW percent. Cam Hart, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 30 yards, 1 touchdown, 158.3 rating, average September 2.0 yards. Saint-Just, 3 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards, 104.9 rating, average September 1.3 yards. Standouts: Molden and Gilman limited completions effectively. Jackson and Hart allowed big plays. Summary/pass rush. Derwin, 3 tackles, 1 stop, 5 P rush. Dion Henley, 8 tackles, 1 stop, 5 prush, 1 pressure, time to pressure 2.30. Tooley, 4 quarterback pressures, time to pressure 2.58, get off 1.10. Troy Dye, 11 tackles, 4 stops, 1 quarterback pressure. Tarheeb, Still 4 tackles, minus 1 stop. Alohi, 4 tackles. Igbe, 4 tackles, 3 stops, 1.0 sack, 1 quarterback pressure, time to pressure 2.90, get off 1.18. Cam Hart, 3 tackles. T.R. Tart, 3 tackles, 2 stops, 1 quarterback pressure. Elijah Molden, 5 tackles. Dante Jackson, 1 tackle. Bud Dupree, 2 quarterback pressures. Jamari, 1 quarterback pressure. Caleb Murphy, 1 tackle, 1 quarterback pressure. Ogbonia, 1 quarterback pressure. Saint-Just, 2 tackles. Clelin Ferrell, 1 tackle, 1 quarterback pressure. Tony Jefferson, 1 tackle. Dashawn Hand, 1 tackle, 1 stop. Standouts: Henley and Dye led in tackles and stops. Igbe recorded the team's only sack. Tuipulotu generated the most pressures, 4. League context and comparison. In Week 5, the Chargers' overall defense ranked near the bottom in the provided shotgun splits, second worst EPA per play at plus 0.37, reflecting vulnerabilities against the Commanders' balanced offense. Their pass defense was 4th worst, EPA pass plus 0.43, while run defense was middling, EPA rush minus 0.03, 7th in worst to better rankings. Compared to the Commanders' defense in their game, which held the Chargers to 10 points, the Commanders ranked 4th worst in run defense, EPA per rush, plus 0.18, but were not in the bottom 16 for overall or pass defense, suggesting a stronger showing on that side of the ball. The Chargers' issues stemmed from allowing explosive plays, 6 runs of 10-plus yards, 8.4 pass YPP, and excess YAC, 114, areas for improvement against similar offenses.